wide curb here on the inside, and then normally you're just finishing one lap. We are just starting our lap right now. So we're not entering start finish right now, otherwise we get big problems. We turn right here through this little chicane here, and we call this segment T13. That's the old starting grid from the normal Nordschleife, excluding the Grand Prix track. So now just have a nice view over to the Grand Prix facility, to our AMG fan base. And we go. There you see, there you all, the first spectators. Just take the chance just to wave. We're entering T13 here, dropping down. And from here on, as a race driver perspective, it counts. You're coming from the Grand Prix track, and from here on, you're switching your brain. You always know this track is not forgiving. It's the most challenging racetrack in the world, with lots of attitude changes, with bumpy parts. You see it already even when you have set up your car in the comfort mode. Then you should switch it to the Sports Plus handling mode. And then you feel at least this bumpy racetrack. Not as wide as you may expect. They see all these spectators are just waiting for us, so just take the chance to give them a good time. Entering into Hatzenbach. That's also one of the major spots. You see we're just going straight through, and you see lots of fans are just coming up here through these corner combinations, which are very technically. You need quick hands to turn the car from right to left. Nice rhythm. We already have done then 3 kilometers. Happens pretty quick. And then we're dropping down and having a little long segment where we are able just to take a little breath. First of all, to concentrate for the next segment, and that's one of the most challenging parts on the track, called Viertelbacher Höhe, Flugplatz. Now with the new patent, you see it goes uphills, it looks really like a jump. You're running flat out through with over 220, 230 kilometers per hour through it. Only short lifts, touching the curbs on the inside. Very grippy part here, and the apex speed here is jumping around 210 to 220 already. So a little different, so we were just running with 100 through it. So you could imagine that your left ear lap just goes a bit longer, caused by the G-force. Then again, short breath taking into this Sweden-Kreuz segment. The second fastest spot, 260 km per hour, maximum speed, full throttle. Also over this jump, you could imagine this little jump here was 260. That feels a bit different. Then you're shifting down maybe 1 gear, and you go still with 240 km through this long left-hander here, and then you have to brake very, very hard into Arenberg. Very bumpy braking zone here. You see some gravel pad on the outside, and you need it. You see already lots of cars that use this weekend. Then you're going wide, and now we're coming up to one of the most thrilling parts of this track. You see one superlative follows the next one. Very bumpy down to Fuchshole. We call it Fuchshöhle. Very, very quick. Sometimes still possible to overtake here, especially the slow cars. So you need to agree with them in a very nice way. And you're running down here again with 250 km per hour. Short waving to our track marshals. These guys are just spending their free time just to give us the chance to drive here. And then you come into the compression, so the whole body just gets towed into the seat. Then you have only short braking, going on the gas again. Another major spot for fans here in Adenauer Forst. So don't forget to wave. Very technically skilled here, Adenauer Forst. Easy to slow the car away, especially when it's wet. You could imagine to run through Fuchshole in the wet. It has to do something with braveness. We call it also something like a big ball turn. There you see lots of fans, so we're arriving now. This is a short part where you just can relax a short moment, just checking your data like lap times, pressures, engine data. But then you're entering in a very quick left-hand turn called Metzgesfeld. During night you have lots of lights up here, always confusing you a little bit as a driver. Lots of fireworks, you know. And yeah, you can also use your horns if you want. People are always cheering back. chicane down to Cullenhart. Here we got a very, very mean braking segment because it goes immediately downhill, especially in the rain. You always think I'm braking too late, but then suddenly it's manageable and you're just turning right. You go through this turn. Then we come to one of the most scariest points. We call it the piss puff chicane. Piss puff because you see the curbs on the left side here. I'm touching it a little bit, and you see the curbs on the right side. Don't do that with a race car because then it makes piss puff. Yeah, that means your tires are blown up, or even more, that you're smashing the car into the wall. Then we come into the triple right-hander. Jonathan, I told you something special. Because it's just a mean turn and a blind turn, we also call it, I just say it's a button turn in a very nice way. One of the slowest parts here, Wehrseiten. The cars have to brake down from nearly 200 down to 60 km per hour. Very, very easy to throw the car away, to brake too late and then going straight, and you lose the car then. Downhill, so this segment really needs hard fitness of the driver.